I gotta talk about this because once again, it's put on the black men as to the reason why you have black women who are in the situations that they're in. But before I go into that, I wanna y'all to check out this website. It's called truthfighters.com, and it's hosted by this African American attorney named Warren Valentine. And no, this is not a radio show about bashing black women. No, it's not like that. It's definitely it's a radio show. Comes online. From 9 to 12, Monday through Friday, 4 hours. I know everybody's not gonna be able to check out the whole 4 hours of the show, but just check out maybe if you get a chance, maybe check out maybe 30 minutes or so. Just check it out. Cause it really is a good talk show that deals with the issues of within the black community. Whether it's politics, whether it's how can we go about putting money back into the community. How to better ourselves as black people. And it's definitely a good show. I want you guys, if you get a chance to check it out, sign up. I mean, well, you ain't really got to sign up on the site, but you have to sign up to listen to the radio show. But it's worth it. But Warren Valentine, he has each day he talk about different issues that deal with Black America. And one of these segments they talk about on this particular day was about black love and relationships. Excuse me. During this segment, he pulled out some stats. And these stats said that 42% of black women have never been married. I'm like, okay, I somewhat believe that. And then he asked the questions to the public, because usually when he present these, he give the callers to call in and give their opinions about about the question that he's asking. So he made the statement: 42% of black women have never been married. My question to you is, why is it that there are 42% of black women who have never been married? Is it because majority of black men are gay? Is it because they're in jail? What could it be? And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it and I'm like, are those the only reasons you came up with? I mean, what I'm saying? Like I said, Warren Valentine, he's definitely a cool brother. I like I say, I definitely agree with some of the things he talk about, and also disagree with some of the things he talk about. And I definitely disagree with what he said. He's not making it a double standard. And to me, as a black man, it is frustrating at times because I know those are not the only reasons. Those are not the main reasons. And I really do believe that he knows that as well. If he was to really express why, because he knows that's BS. Because majority of black men are not gay or in jail. So could we please get someone to spit some truth? Could we also factor in that maybe it's because they have attitude, it could be their personality, just couldn't relate to them, or you have those type of women who are not faithful, selfish, greedy, act too much of like a diva. They put themselves on a pedestal. I mean, let's not sit here and act like it's the black man's fault as to why 42% of black women have never been married. You need to hold black women accountable also. And that's not only happening on his show, but that's not happening on these other talk shows, you know, or magazines that deal with relationships between black men and black women. I hate when they put out that propaganda and don't want to express the real truth. And I also hate when women want to get on men for talking about what they need to be held accountable for because, like I said before, the media don't want to do it. And then they get mad at us and they be like, well, why don't you talk about what black men need to do? There's other things going on in this world as well besides what black women need to be held accountable for. True that. But the only reason is because every time when black men are talked about, it's negative. We're always held accountable, and majority of us are not the stereotype. And there are black women who have issues that they don't want to be held accountable for and want to sweep it up under the rug as if they're angels. I feel if sisters don't want to scorn other black women for what they're doing or not doing, then we'll have to do it. And also defend ourselves at the same time. I'm not going to sit here and let women preach nonsense about all men are dogs and they ain't shit and they're in jail when it's not true. And that you also have women out here who are doing shit we're calling them out on and they can't deny it, but they get mad when we do because they can't debunk it. If I hear nonsense that's not true, I'm going to speak my mind because it's invalid and it's illogical. Yes, I do agree that there are black men that do have to step their role up. They do have to, you know, stop the BS as well. But the thing is that we hear it all the damn time, as I said before. You know, let's not sit here and act like black women don't need to step up their game as well. You know, yes, black men need to be held accountable for some things, but also black women need to be as well. Black men, we really we wouldn't have to talk about black women here on YouTube if other women weren't getting on the other women's cases. But slowly but surely, you're seeing that happen. You see it happen on YouTube, and that's all I ask is that you make it a double standard. Yeah, you say black men need to be responsible fathers, but you need women out here to stop laying on their back and have better judgment with the men they sleep with. Double standard. That's all we ask. But we don't get that. I really do honestly wish whoever, talk shows, whoever has a talk show, I really want y'all to do or a magazine. I want y'all to do this right here. Or if you know somebody that's in the publishing business or has a talk show, do this for me. I want you to get a group of black men, a CEO, a college student, a blue collar worker, a black man who's married outside the race, a black man with different baby mamas, a husband, a bachelor, a divorcee, and a thug. You can add that in there. A man with felony charges. And put them together in a room with hidden cameras and ask that question. Why 42% of black women have never been married? Just and also speak and give opinions about black women. Ask these questions that black women have been asking black men. And you're going to hear some truth that majority of the black men in this country think. And like I said, it's going to be the raw truth. Most of the answers, black, women not going to like, but that's how we think. Really, if you know someone with a talk show or magazine or somebody's just doing some type of research, pass that message along and tell them to do something like that. I'm saying speak the honest truth. Don't edit nothing. Don't cut nothing out. Don't try to cater to one gender. Just give the honest truth. All I ask is that you make it a double standard.